Yo, yo. Wait, give me a sec. Okay. I think you guys should be able to hear me right now. Let me check. I'll be checking if the stream is going live right now, because yeah, it seems like it's live. All right, let me share this to the team. Let me share this real quick, and we are gonna jump straight into it. So we're gonna copy. Where is it? This share. Copy link, and we're gonna paste this into the stories. Watch now. All right, so I'm gonna copy the link here to sorry, not this, the live one. I'm gonna send it to and we're gonna check the chat over here, and we should be ready to go. Live chat. There we go. All right. Let's wait for some more people to join. We're gonna be loading. We got a lot of answers here, and we're gonna be start loading a couple of them. Okay, there's some songs that are not loading up, so if you guys deleted them, that's gonna be a problem. You guys shouldn't delete. Okay, so there we have first one. I'll be loading a bunch of them real quick. Come on, guys, you remember not to delete your tracks for feedbacks. We're waiting for people to join. High motion. Okay, we're gonna keep it from there. So 3 more, I think. I'm copying all of them right now. I'm gonna put this over here, probably. Let me see how that looks. The overlay, yeah, it's good. Over here. Okay. We're gonna wait a couple of more minutes until we are ready to go on. Will this really? Yes, brother. We're gonna wait a couple more minutes until some people join. there's 4 tracks that didn't know. More tracks over here. The first 4 tracks didn't load. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. These 3 tracks didn't load. Okay, where do we drop it? In theory, the submission was over, but I'll send it to you. Give me 1 sec, because you joined first, and I'm feeling good. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm going. There you go. That should allow you to fill out the form. We're gonna start, since this is already recorded. So yeah, guys, the modality of the feedback is fairly simple. We don't do the things exactly the same as others. We like to give raw, brutal, honest feedback. If the track is good, we're gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. If the track is bad, I'll also say it. The reason is because one of the most common traps that producers fall when they are starting their careers is that they get false sense of success, a false sense of doing the right things. No worries, Tom. The wrong wrong guidance. Okay, and I think that's super harmful. Let me put my tablet over here so I can see the chats better. There we go. Okay, and yeah, a false feeling of doing good, I think, can cause a lot of harm. So that's why here also on my stream I have this OBS loaded. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Where the hell do I put these millimeters? Okay, okay, I'll just put the millimeters over here. I don't think that covers me, right? No. Okay, everything should be good to go. Okay, so this is it. So does it have to be a full track? I mean, it doesn't have to be full track, man. It can be a demo, whatever. Hopefully, if it's just a random demo, you should tell me, like, what are you looking for feedback, like how can you finish a track or something. I mean, it's up to you. Okay. Where do I put this, bro? Over here, maybe. Okay, I'll put it as over here and over here. Yeah, this seems to be a good spot. Okay. So that's it. So the idea of this feedback is to give you guys proper guidance on your tracks. Okay, so let's start with Give Me That. This is a premix from Morris from Argentina. Let's see what this is. Okay, I'll give you guidance, brother. No worries. Nice build up. Give me that. really like the kind of like retro vibe since the plug that is coming right now. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good track. There's a couple of mixing things that I'm noticing that I'll explain later, but I'm just gonna let the track sound for a little bit. Nice transitions. The arrangement is really good.
Give me that one time, too slow. Nighttime I close. Wake up.
Hopefully he takes the bass line out of the arrangement over here. I think it's a good spot right over here.
Wake up, get run to the sound. Get go, give me that time. Too slow, nighttime I close. Wake up, get run to the sound. Get go, give me that time. Too slow, nighttime I close. Wake up, get run to the sound. Get go.
Oh, he removed it over there. Yeah, okay, it's good. Alright. Nice arrangement.
Give me that.
I will be skipping because this is 5 minutes long. I don't wanna.
Too slow, nighttime I close.
Okay, this is probably the outro. All right, so very good track, Maurice. Really good. There's a couple of mixing things that I want you to point in the overall track. Okay, I know that here it says pre-mix, so it's just before mixing your track, but yeah, more on the. So Tom is saying that you could change the vocal for a deeper one and more dark one. I would think that the vocals, for me, in my opinion, is not bad, but I think of course could be pushed a little bit further. But the most improvement that you would see, I think, in the quality of the overall track is first of all on the low end balance. So as you can see, guys, the kick in modern EDM should be hitting around this -30 in span. When you click on the default preset over here, should be hitting around -30. This is the low end for the kick. So let's see if you accomplish that. So as you can see, the kick is hitting around -30, okay? Which is good. The problem comes with what I'm seeing here. I see that you don't have enough bass line or sub bass, sorry, not bass line. You don't have enough sub bass. So I don't know how are you doing the bass line in this track, but I would suggest you that your baseline should be hitting around like -36 here on a span around here. The sub, sorry, not the baseline, the sub. Okay, so if this is a 2-layer baseline and you have a sub separated, bring up the sub a little bit more until you have a little bit more weight here that you could see on the waveform. But if it's just one preset, you can EQ and reshape the way that the baseline is perceived, or just crank up the volume of the baseline, and that's it. Okay, maybe you can add a little bit more baseline. Now, the next thing here, as you can see on my millimeters, we have two waveforms. The first one, that is the mono section, and then the second one, which is the side information. Okay, the side information is, as you can see, is really low. Okay, really low side information. So I think that you need to also do some stereo enhancement into your track. So for example, if I go here, I think you can bring up the side information a little bit more. How? just by increasing the stereo width of the open hat, or increasing the stereo width of the clap, the shakers. Just overall, if you enhance the high end with stereo information, it's gonna create a more high quality perception of your whole track. Okay, I think that's the two things that you could fix, and honestly, the track feels really solid. From the arrangement is really good. You nailed down exactly what I would have done. Um, I think it's really, really well done. Honestly, really, really well done. Especially for you that you have like 24 followers over here. Like it seems like you're just starting out, and you did a really, really well done, like well done project over here. Okay. So I think that's the two things: fix up the sub information, the sub volume, or the bass volume in general, and do some stereo enhancement for your drums. Okay, especially the drums, maybe the synths, you can expand them. Cool plugins could be uh, this Ozone Imager. Okay, this one really, really good, can help you do multi-band stereo enhancement. Really, really good. Okay. Let me check out yours real quick. It should be the last one, right? No, it's not this one, right? Mm. Where do you have? Where is yours, man? Oh, but is this one? Oh no, you. I am just. Oh yeah, you just him. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I remember you from the Discord. But did you uploaded it here in the forum or what? Because probably I didn't load it over here. But let me actually remove all these ones that are not loaded. Yeah, send me the link in the chat. Better. That's gonna be better. Okay. Can I give him a like over here? No. But I can send it. Okay, send it on the Discord. Send it on feedback, hopefully, so we can keep the order of the chat here. Is this one? No, I don't think it's this one, right? We also have Jason coming up next, which I assume is this guy over here. Okay, I'll load it up over here. Yo, what's up, brother? I'll resend the forum because there's a couple of people that didn't apply the submission, so you should fill out this forum real quick. Give me a sec. I'll send it real fast. Here. There you go, Javier. Okay, yeah. Now, okay, so let's check just him, then Jason, okay? So this is a 45 second demo, I'll be analyzing the technical aspects too. So let me hear.
How long can you twerk for? How many strip clubs that you work for? You a piece type of hoe you get money for. I can tell a lot about a girl on the first floor. How long can you twerk for? How many strip clubs that you work for? You a piece type of hoe you get money for. I can tell a lot about a girl on the first floor. How long can you twerk for? Clubs that you work for. Who you get money for? Girl on the first floor. How long can you twerk for? Clubs that you work for. You a piece type of hoe you get money
Really
for. I
bouncy,
can tell a lot about a girl on the first floor.
Okay, so of course this is a rough idea, okay? Now this okay, so over here, so you have a transition over here, like taga 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 boom, and then here, of course, something else needs to happen. I think I will bring up another synth, like doing a different melody, like maybe like a call and response, like dun dun dun, and then some other synth like dun dun pew, or I don't know, like I'm doing weird, cringy stuff over here, but you get what I'm saying, like dun dun dun, and then another synth answering to create this call and response over here, and here you can also bring up a ride loop, like so we bring up the energy a little bit more. So then over here you break it down into the breakdown. Okay, here of course we need risers and a little bit more controlled build up into the first drop. Also, I'm seeing here, I mean, you're probably not mixing this one at the moment, but I'm seeing that you have some phase issues over here because the kick is doing something weird. Yeah, okay, so as you can see, oh, I hate this. Look, how can I get this out? Okay, doesn't matter, but can you see this kick over here, right here where my pointer is? This looks completely messed up compared to this one, or this one, or this one is different. This one is, so there's something that you need to fix on the low end of the kick and bass. Okay, the idea would be to do yeah, the kick and bass is a huge problem. Okay, and it's the most important one. That's where you get the consistency out of your tracks. The kick and bass need to be solid. I always try to demonstrate a proper kick and bass relationship with this track. Let me see if I can look it up real fast. It's from Art, but I think it's Artifact. This one. So let's compare. So see this. And now let's compare. This is probably gonna get a copyright strike, but I don't care. If you guys can learn, it's all about that. So check this. Consistent low end that you can see visually consistently, right? Really nice track. If you guys want to kind of like understand low end, you guys can separate also with stems this track and analyze the low end. But back to your track, I think over here on the half drop you should add a ride loop and a synth for the call and response, and on the beginning, on the intro, more atmospheres, pads, drones to give give a context on the track. Okay, give a space where the listener can put himself into. Okay, so yeah, I think that would be it. Just here on the beginning, pads, drones, atmospheres, effects, risers, build-ups, and everything. First drop is good. You need to fix the kick and the bass. Low end is super important. Remember, guys, that here in Out Frequency we have one-on-one coaching sessions where I personally teach all this kind of stuff to fix all those problems. All right, but yeah, you need to fix the low end over here, because if you compare that one to the other one, you can hear night and day. Okay, and the low end is really important. The high end is really good. I actually can see it over here. You're hitting the right spot. The kick is hitting good, but it's just that there's some phase cancellation. Okay, and over here on the half drop, bring right loop, bring a response synth to the dun dun dun, and that's it. Okay. If you are interested in the one-on-ones, give me a second. Let me. Where the hell it is? This. You know what? I'll send you a link on Discord. Okay, no worries. I'll send you a link on Discord so we don't lose time in there. But honestly, really good. I think you can finish this track, but of course, there's a lot of work that you have to do. Okay, I'll text you on Discord after we finish the. I like the kick, honestly. I like the kick. I think you need to do a better bridge in the low end. That's the only thing. The kick I like, the bass I like. It's just connecting them together. It's not enough for it to be good. It has to be perfect. Okay, perfect is what makes the quality being from amateur to professional. Okay. So I like the kick. I think we need to fix the low end with low end theory, understanding how low end works, what a sub is doing, the harmonics of low end and everything, so you can dial in the perfect low end for any kick. Okay. All right. So one DJ K3VOO. I don't know how to Kivo probably. Sand Kanye West remix and an original. Let me see. There's a couple of tracks that didn't load, so let me. Not this one. Not this one. Trace Kanye West remix. Yeah, no worries. Just him. No worries, Tom. It's okay. All good. All good. Really nice idea. Yo, Kivo or K3vo. I don't know how to say your name, man. I'm sorry, but I don't see your tracks. I opened a Travis Scott remix over here, but it said it was expired. Okay. I'll just keep going with the order of the submissions. Okay. Yeah, no worries, man. Take care. We'll stay in contact. No worries. right?
Drop it.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
Drop that, drop that.
Okay. The drum group. All right. So the track is solid. I see that that this is completely unmastered. I can see it on the volume. I will try to do something. I don't think I can, honestly. I was thinking if I could add like a limiter into this so we can bring up the volume a little bit more. Let me. What if I do this? If I crank the volume with this.
Drop that, drop that. Drop that, drop that.
Okay, now the low end balance seems really good. It's not bad. Okay, it's actually good in the low end. So the low end it's balanced. The build up, I think they are really good. The only thing that I would maybe reconsider is for the build ups to add more effects, more transition effects, reverse crashes, white noises, risers, really far behind, more movement. You can actually use the same bass that you have, that dun 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 dun, and create a small build up from that. Uh, Different techniques for build ups to make these build ups more interesting. That's the only thing that I think of. Left a couple of notes over here. You can literally read them and follow them. And the occasional waveform spikes is usually the overlapping of sounds. Usually, when you have a spike that is really, really hard, you need to see where, in what place of your project that is happening. maybe it's when you have the vocal and the synth and the kick and the bass playing all together that creates a spike. And the way that you can solve that is by maybe using a limiter or a clipper in one of the tracks that is maybe too spiky. Okay, instead of compressing, instead of doing other stuff, just clip it so you shave off the peaks. Also, if this is an unmastered version, usually when I master a track, where you can actually see a free master class of how I master tracks in odd frequency right over here. Give me a second. Right over here, when you go to free, here you get a mastering master class, okay, for free. And that's how I show exactly how I master and how I get those transients or those peaks to be flat, okay? Really nice insight that I'm giving you guys right here. But yeah, I don't think there's a huge peaking problem, honestly, and not that I can see here on the millimeters, all right? The rest of the tracks, I think it's really long, honestly. Tracks nowadays don't pass 4 minutes. They go up max 3:15, 3:30 maximum. So I think you guys also need to keep that in mind whenever you're producing tracks for today's day and age, which is really fast. Okay. So other than that, I think it's really, really good. When you at the top loop, it's gonna feel way more dense, the drum group. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so I think when you add this, you're gonna, especially the top loop, is gonna be the biggest difference, because it will make the drums more dense, and overall the track will feel more full. Okay, but really well done, Jason. Okay, so let's see. Well, he deactivated the comments, so I cannot comment over here, but this is Alex, Nuret, and Marco Basile, like this. Mastered and extended, okay? 5 minutes of extended track. I think I'm probably gonna skip the intro, okay? Also, whenever you guys are sending tracks to label, never send the extended. Always say the radio edit, because labels A&R listen like this. So they skip all the track, okay? So I don't want you guys to be getting in the unopened tracks because you sent the extended. Really nice drums. Okay, very nice. Okay, this is really nice mix and master.
Even if you was my sister, couldn't play you for dinner. Never beginning, soaking in the club, we were swimming, hopping. If you rub the zipper, you gon' feel something bigger. Poke in the elixir, that's the potion I get you. No provision, can't see you through this unfoggy vision. Better follow your instinct. If you heard a hiss and if you crack and walk like a duck, go get eaten for chicken. I must be slipping. Nah, I ain't falling in love. Got a grip like on massage, you calling a scrub. Just cause I went to college don't mean I like school. I'm like, dude, when you start, so now you know what I like. I must be bugging. Nah, I ain't no mosquito, but I can bite it from the back like I'm eating a Dorito. A couple Fritos, short of a bag of chips. I went to Coney Island, she ain't been to the apps. So what's the verdict? Have you heard it?
Damn, this is really good.
It's for certain, and you're hurting. So what's the verdict? Have you heard it? It's for certain, and you're hurting.
Fuck, this is groovy, man. Holy shit.
Like this.
How do you feel? How do you feel? So what's the verdict? So what's the verdict? Have you heard it? It's a burden, and you're hurting. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel?
Really nice, man.
Like this.
How do you feel? How do you feel? It's a burden, and you're hurting. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel?
Okay. I was just checking a little bit on the stereo information. The track is really good, man. I don't know what you want me to say. The only thing that I could probably pinpoint if you want to check, but this is just if you want to check something, is the sub information that you have in here, because you have a stereo bass that I can see. Those hits right there. Those hits right here, right? This I can see that you clearly separated the sub with the low mids. But no, honestly, I mean, the only thing that you could maybe consider is making this tail a little bit longer so it doesn't kind of like fade away, because this is extremely low in volume. So in a club you will hear the pump, but in headphones or speakers it's kind of hard to perceive this. So if you want to sustain it a little bit longer, you can, but honestly, I mean, that would be just if you want to try it, because the track is perfect, man. It's proper indie dance. The transitions are good, the drums are fantastic. I don't know, I don't have much to say, man. This is a really, really well done track. Hopefully you guys are able to make the radio edit concise. I think the indie dance scene will allow you to have 5-minute 20 tracks. I know that this is the extended, but yeah, indie dance is a little bit more forgiving. But if you want a more chance to be more playable in the radio, you gotta try to narrow it down to like 3 minutes, okay? That's how the industry is working right now, so I'm just giving you a suggestion to you guys can decide to follow or not. But honestly, the track is really good. I really liked it. Really well produced, okay? So well done, guys. Okay, here he didn't send the track, so I don't know what to do. So this is Rec 2RD, supported by Marco Carriola, the GOAT, and Paco Osuna. Let's see. Okay, I have this frozen. interesting, but it's really fucked up. That I'm telling you right now. Okay. I don't know if I'm screaming on the microphone, by the way, but I'm blasting my headphones right now.
Cancel all your plans. I got all the okay, I'm rolling. We jam pack, that new key, you know that it's stolen. I had to move on right. That old shit, but knowing I feel it, the banner. She working, it going. I pulled up, I cash out, you know that.
Okay, I'll be skipping right now, so just if I can hear something different. Okay, so this is just a quick edit that works in live sets. Okay, I can definitely see this working, but I'm gonna go dive into a more technical aspects as always, as I tell you guys. Check this out. So check the kick. Okay, first of all, the kick, I think it's a little bit lower in volume. I would have my kick blasting on top of the ceiling of the track. So if you gotta go back into the mix, you should be able to crank up the kick a little bit more, maybe with a limiter, so it blasts the full headroom. That's how I like it. Okay, so see what happens. I'm gonna freeze this. Hopefully you guys learn from this, but the kick is coming really clean over here. Okay, it's really clean. I see a nice shape over here. Double kick roll over here, whatever. Check what happens when the bass line comes in. Okay. Okay, so now this is with the bass line. Okay. Can you guys tell me where the kick is? Probably this is one kick, this is another kick. Okay, now I can tell that I don't know how to pronounce your name, man. Reg second RD, Reg 2RD. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, man. I'm trying my best, but you guys are keeping it hard with your names over here. But he decided to go with kind of like this lower deep rumble bass line. Okay, and you can see that the kick is completely destroyed. Okay, rumbling bass lines are really challenging because you need to be able to separate the kick and the rumble out of it, or even if this isn't a rumble, but the kick and bass should be clearly separated. Okay, this is a must, this is no excuse. The reason is because if you go here and put speaker cone, so this is a speaker cone, all right? It's this little thing over here that is being moved by magnets. This is what I teach students in the Out Frequency one-on-one mentorship. I teach the physics of understanding the speaker, and here you can clearly see the picture that I'm trying to tell you guys. This is a cone that is being vibrated by a magnet. Okay, the reason why a kick waveform EDM, the reason why a kick is like this, okay, just like this, a sine wave, is because it allows the speaker to move air or pressure efficiently. Okay, it allows the speaker to move freely in a smooth waveform, in a smooth oscillation. Okay, if you have a bassline that looks like this on the oscilloscope, the speaker is probably doing crazy movements. Okay, and by moving the speaker inefficiently, you will create a really hard time for the speaker to reproduce your track in more consistent or high quality mode, if that makes sense, because you are making the vibrations of the speaker so uncontrolled that it creates unpredictable low end, and it creates an weird pattern behavior in your tracks. Okay, The proper way of sidechaining the kick and the rumble would be to just at least leave the kick 80% of the way untouched and start adding the rumble on the last tail over here where the kick starts to fade in. You can start introducing the rumble so it creates this top. And also a rumble, it's made out of the sub and the little like dirtiness or girth in the rumble that goes like that like weird sound. Usually that's kind of like in the low mids or mids. So you can overlap that on top over here and that's not going to create any issue because you are not messing up with the low end of the kick. That's the most important thing, the low end of the kick, okay? So now this is not a rumble bass from techno, but it seems that it's a really deep low bass. So yeah, I think you should separate the kick and the sub a little bit better, okay? But other than that, it's a really cool edit. Even though it has this problem in my eyes, I think it's really, really playable live set. So really, really fun track. And I actually love the bass line, by the way, but it just needs to be properly done. Move Gangster by Alameda. I think it's Alameda from Brazil. Let's see. I like the gig. It's kind of like old school techno. Okay. I'll be adding notes, okay? Honestly, the kick and bass on this one is not bad either. And now we're having another problem. Okay. I'll go straight to the point. Delete all your synths. All the piano that dun 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 all that and they're like that's on the back of the track. And those little pianos start to go trang. You gotta delete all that. All that's doing melodic stuff, you gotta delete that and go straight back again into writing into a root node, okay? The root node is completely messed up over here. Here. Instead of having that like, dun, 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 just have one straight pad or a straight string like going all over that section right there. If you write in the root note, it's gonna be way easier for you to start understanding how things should sound. But right now, it's completely unorganized with the out of scale stuff. It's really hard to follow up your track if you have things out of scale. Okay. The kick is really good. Okay, I really like it. Yeah, I think honestly, man, the quickest solution would be to just find the root note of your track. So the easier way for you to find the root note is just go to your bass line and see what note you are repeating the most. If that's an F, an E, or D, or whatever, then you know that you have to write in D, okay? And then go and start slapping some MIDI packs or MIDI files from if you are using Alt Frequency, you can use the MIDI files from Alt Frequency and put the MIDI file into the track, put it into the root note, and open up a preset. And from there, you can start letting your creativity tweak out the MIDI of the pack, okay? And if you find a good preset, then it's done. You'll start writing in the rhythm, because right now it's really hard to follow up your track if it's completely out of scale, okay? Yo, what's up, Marcel? I think it's Marcel, right? Loving your decode packs, brother. Absolutely. Say, yeah, the team is doing an awesome work with the sample packs. We're putting like tons of hours into the sample packs and decode. It's really, really great. Any chance of doing hard techno? No, man. I've spoken with the team in Alt Frequency. By the way, my main job in Alt Frequency is part of being the community management, the coaching sessions, and I work a little bit on the sample packs. And I personally, as my own project in Jakuna, I'm actually shifting to hard techno and hard dance, hard style. And when I actually talked to the team, they decided that they will narrow down their niche to slower BPMs, like max like 135 to 140 BPM. So yeah, there's no chance that they're gonna do hard techno. Okay, I would love to though, because hard techno is really, really great. But yeah, I think the faster that they will go is the decode pack, which would be peak time techno. Okay. Okay, so here we have 3 demos. I'll go with this one that has the most reproduction. Yeah, all the packs, we put a lot of effort in the packs, man. A lot of effort. And the main focus of Alt Frequency is that we build packs that are ready to be dragged and dropped. So you, especially newer producers, can understand how to, if you just use the puzzle that we give you guys, you're able to understand how music is produced, right? Then by a couple of tweaking the knobs, tweaking the presets, you are able to create your own tracks, and they 9 out of 10 times should sound professional. Okay, and decode is really good, really, really great. There's a decode YouTube video that we have in here that I made. Really, really good. Only using decode, super, super good. I really like the outcome of that track too, for being done in just one session or 1 hour for the video. Really, really good. But yeah, no hard techno sample packs, unfortunately, brother. The faster it's gonna go is gonna go for decode. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. Baldo Riva, let's see. That's a weird bassline choice, but I like it. I can see that you did a good sidechain over there. baseline, the build up. Sorry. Add a top kick to your kick, okay? From Kashmir. Kashmir has a good top kicks. Add a top kick to this kick because it will make it more bouncy. It will make it cut through the mix a little bit better. So you have a click. Okay, the problem that you are facing, I saw a couple of games would love to keep the no master yet. Okay, no worries. And also thank you for supporting our sample packs, man. They are made with love and a lot of work, so hope you enjoyed, man. Yeah, so the problem that you're having here, Baldo, is that the build-up is so loud that you don't hear a proper transition between the build-up and the actual drop, okay? So I think you need to fix that 100%. Also, the stereo information is completely... What you can do is also on the build-up, you can narrow your stereo information, so then when the drop hits, you expand it again and it feels bigger, okay? Because I think that's the same thing that happens here. You're not having a proper build-up, okay? So that's why you don't feel much movement, much happening in the track, okay? The scenes are really good. I like the art. I like that scene that we have in here. Also, the ARP, I think it's panned to the right. I would just have it straight in the center and maybe doing an auto pan that goes left to right, but keeping it in the center, but also some sparkles in the stereo information. That way you don't create an unbalanced experience for the listener where it's loaded to the right, okay? This is probably the outro. Yeah. The outro. Okay. I think that's it, man. I think the baseline is a unique choice, honestly. It's not my personal favorite choice, but it doesn't sound bad. Add a top kick. Add a top kick into the kick. Also rebalance the build up into the drops. You need to fix that ASAP, and yeah, recenter the track to the middle section, okay, to the center section of the stereo information, so you don't have this ARP loaded up into the right, okay? Sí, Jairo, soy de Chile, así que también puedo hablar español y puedo enseñar en español. Okay, so let's keep moving. Baldo, I think that's what you need to fix up, okay? High motion on the top, no, on top, sorry. Extended master V1 V2.03 exclamation. Okay, let's see. Nice kick already. since you have the comments enabled, I'll be adding notes, okay? Okay, give me a sec. Okay, movement on the synth. The synth is the it's literally almost a minute of the exact same pattern with no movement. So either you start filtering it, or you start moving it, or remove it something, maybe changing a couple of notes here and there, so it doesn't feel too static and repetitive to the listener. Okay, so I'm gonna add a note over here. Movement. Sometimes I misspell stuff, but you guys will understand. Movement to the synth. Maybe change a couple of notes here and there. Play with automations, etc. So to the listener. Baseline over here. Check the bass volume, especially the sub. I feel that there's some lack in the sub information over here, so that's would be like from 80 or 100 hertz and below. Okay. Unless it's filtered, but everything is filtered. The standard version. I think if you guys followed up, sometimes when I listen to tracks, I don't really say much because I'm really focused on paying attention to the stuff. So that's why I decide to like write it. Here's the whole feedback. Okay, we need to add sparkle to the synths because it's too static, it's too robotic right now, it's too I don't know the words, too, it's not dry because it's not I mean, maybe it could be dry, so you should add a little bit more sparkle with delays, reverbs, weird effects on the back, granulated synthesis to create some movement, just to add movement to the track. Okay, then, well, here it says move it to the synths, maybe change a couple of notes here and there because it's the same melody across the entire track, so you should change a melody, maybe an octave up or an octave down to create something interesting. The bass volume, I think you can crank it up a little bit more, or maybe check out the sub. Okay, maybe you're probably lacking some sub. It's kind of hard to judge if I don't have the proper tools to have the metering of it. Here on the break, you should add pads, atmospheres, drones, or sustained strings that can help the section to create space for the listener. Transition effects here for the last drop, and maybe introduce the final ARP. Oh, sorry, here the transition over here, and here introduce a final ARP that can go really far behind. It can be behind, but it's gonna be filling out more space. Okay, the rest of it I think is fairly good. Honestly, it's a decent mix. It doesn't sound bad in terms of like the whole composition. Maybe the drums. Maybe the drums you can add a top loop if you want to enhance the drum group a little bit more. But honestly, it sounds good. But maybe a top loop can take the drum group into one step further. Okay. Other than that, I think that's all the feedback you need. It's pretty much all that I would say. Okay, and you have a lot of stuff to work on to your track, but well done. Okay, Beat It Haze Remix Extended. Okay, let's see. I like the drop, honestly. It's not bothering me. What's bothering me is honestly the vocal, man. I wouldn't use Michael Jackson vocal for this track. Okay, I will try to do, I don't know what kind of vocal, but it's definitely not this one. Okay, it's creating me a brain fart inside my head, right over here. It's kind of like messing me up. Okay, um, because first of all, I think it's out of key. Maybe. I think right here is completely out of key, and I think following Jackson's voice into here is gonna be kind of tough. Okay, I would just maybe have like a vocal speech over here into a pre-drop vocal that goes into the drop. Okay, this one is kind of cool, but the vocal is actually messing me up. I like the. Yeah, that this part is just messy, man. I would just take the vocal off. Okay, I would go. I'll just write you a whole text. I don't know if Jackson's vocal is the right choice. Try to find a proper vocal that fits better. Also check if key, because it seems it's out key. There you go. That's the only thing. I think if you don't fix this, then it's really hard to give you a proper feedback with this, because it's so over the place that it's kind of hard. Okay. You know, from Diego. Okay, looking at the waveform, this looks promising. Hopefully you don't disappoint me though. Really nice stir information right now with the little text. Okay, nice. You didn't disappoint me. Proper side chain, that's what I like. Proper side chain, really good. Okay, so that vocal over here. That vocal, add more reverb to that vocal. Maybe Valhalla vintage verb or something like that to make it more inverse. Because that could be like dum dum, and it swells into this bigger space. Okay, nice melody that I'm hearing. That vocal also could be that vocal. Same with this vocal. Nice piano. I don't know if this is a sample or if that's really good. Here, for example, if you add more reverb, as I said before, it'll be and way bigger, right? So it transitions way smoother to the drum. nice. I like when you do these pauses on the tracks. I like. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I have too much to say on this track. It's really evolving. It's really immersive. Okay, I like the melodies. The maybe this acid synth, this that one I think it might be off key. I don't know. It's kind of like doing something weird also here back in my head, but um other than that, I think it's really good, man. I think I really like it. Honestly, it would be a hard. I don't know much labels that could be interested in this. Okay, I honestly don't know, but me as a listener, as a human being, I would actually listen to this in my car on a trip to the beach or something. Kind of like chill, summer hitting, the wind's coming through real fast, like fresh wind. You know what I mean? This is the vibe that this track is giving me. But I think the only thing that you could be potentially adding is this reverb on the vocals. Okay, I see that this track is not released, so you're still on time to do that. Okay, really well done, Diego. Okay, let's see this one. I think this is the end of the submission, guys. So no more submissions from here. So these are the four last tracks here for Mueller. I'll go. Okay, this is 6 minutes long, man. Come on. I'll try to. This is 6 minutes and 5 minutes. I'll try to be skimming through the arrangement, okay, to give you a fair feedback. Now, also, guys, remember, this is a good example. This is techno, I know. Remember that A&R are not taking the time to listen to your tracks like I'm doing, okay? And A&R usually goes like, okay, 4 minutes, let's go straight into the drop or build that, like something like that, okay? And then they hear the drop, they hear a couple of other sections, and from there, if there's something interesting, they will be like, okay, let's sign this. But if not, they will just skip it. So just as a quick tip for you, man, Mueller, if you have a track that is 6 or almost 7 minutes long, it's gonna be really hard for labels for you to pick it up, okay? So yeah, old bastard. You're an old bastard for giving me a 7-minute track long. Okay, no, I'm just kidding, man. I love you. All right, let's see. Okay, what's coming here? I'm scared. sidechain, okay, which is good. Yeah, but you're missing, of course, elements over here. You're I know that's a work in progress, but okay, so you're missing the drums, the drum work that you have to do, the top loops and everything, so it doesn't feel too dry on the synth over here. If you have this bassline like this, maybe you can add some sparkle to the high end of the bassline, because your bassline is probably gonna have high end over here like this. See, all this section over here from 2K and above, you can add reverbs and delays and stuff like that with a multi-band. It's not gonna cause problems, okay? Really nice atmosphere here, man. Really nice. Is this the side trance coming? I think it's side trance is coming or something. Okay, kind of. For example, the vocal chops that you have in here, you can add some reverb and delay so it fills out the gaps, so it doesn't feel too dry again. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna be it, man. The kick and bass is good, okay? The vocal, I'm not really a big fan, honestly. You could try maybe find a vocal for side trance on a side trance sample pack, and maybe try it over there. Maybe a new vocal can spark you more ideas. But this vocal is it's not doing it for me. Yeah, it's not doing it for me, okay? This atmosphere is beautiful. Honestly, I would just grab this atmosphere right here and start a new track. Not saying that you have to ditch this one to the trash, but I would actually save this atmosphere to a new track, okay? Because this is so good. This is a good started atmosphere. I can already tell it just by listening to a couple of seconds that this atmosphere is really good, okay? So maybe reconsider having this one for a new track, for the intro of another track, okay? But really well done. The kick and bass actually surprised me, for you being like one follower, no profile picture, like this random anonymous producer out there. You did a really well done kick and bass, okay? Okay, Miller, you have 2 tracks in here, okay? So I don't know if you are still in the chat. Are you in the chat, Marcel? Let me know. I'll wait you like 1 minute to answer. Okay. Because if you are not in the chat, what I will do is I will scan through both of them, but real fast. Okay. If you are in the chat, I would like you to tell me one that you would like me to deep dive into. Okay. But I don't think you are in the chat. Okay. So let me just go and do the two of them. Okay. What the hell is this? Wow, you look so hot in your pic, especially the flex on gray coming through. And you're like, who is this? Like, who is this guy? I'm gonna. I'll probably just come and do something troll, man. Okay, just to follow up the what the hell is happening over here. Nice percussion. Okay, I think I closed this in a second. Okay. The main issue. So I froze the plugin just to check. You have a shifted frequency response. So that means that the high end that you have in here is much louder than the low end that you're providing. The low end that you're providing is actually fairly good. I think you can crank up the kick a little bit more with a limiter, so it's just a little bit more in your face. It's really hard for me to check out the sub, how the sub is reacting without having the actual project or filters that I can check. Okay, right now, hopefully in the future streams I can have more plugins so I can check different ranges. But for now, I can see that the low end is fairly good. You're hitting the -30, but the high end is extremely high. Okay, I would actually shift this a little bit more, so decrease the volume of the high end, so then the low end can cut in through the mix. And this is all by studying psychoacoustics. Okay, there's this Harman curve EQ. There's this EQ, if you guys want to study it, that basically tells how much bass does the average human being needs in relationship to the high end to sound balanced. Okay, that's why you can usually see this typical smiley face on EDM music that goes the low end a little bit high, and then you go into a scoop over here, and then a small smiley face. Okay, usually in electronic music, the low end is at -30 and the high end is at -36. Okay, let me see if I can put up a high-low track. Any high-low track. Let me see. Well, for some reason they are not available in my country. Okay, let's see.
All these brothers my guys, know that side. CJI, never go roll with nice.
Why are they not available? What? I hate SoundCloud, man. Okay, let's go. Why they are not available in my track, man? That was enough for me to get something at least. Okay, you can see here the low end is going a little bit over -30 and the high end is over here, so it's now shifted down. Whether your track is completely shift up, okay, it's going the opposite way. So over here, let me put it real fast. Okay, SoundCloud is acting funky today. Let's go with this one. You're probably, if this is your mixing style, you're probably gonna go. Remember the shape, low end on high, a little bit higher. The high end is a little bit lower. Let's check this your track. Again, I can hear that the kick is completely low. Okay, give me going this extreme high end, man, is gonna rip people ears on club systems. Okay, that's why that's why there's like a limit. That's why the parameters exist. It's not because we're trying to be funny on standards. It's because human beings and humans react to music or frequencies in different ways, and high end can be really harsh if you don't control them. And I can see that your tracks are leaning always into the brighter side, which is you lose perception on the bass and you rip people's ears. Okay. I like the acid. Okay, so honestly, like you're going into this techno, old school peak time techno, like underground techno, acid techno. Your tracks are actually really good. In terms of like a creative way, they are real techno. Okay, real peak time driving drum code underground techno. The problem that you have, man, is mixing. Okay, it's literally mixing. I think you can get a lot of improvement with proper mixing. Okay, proper mixing. That's the only thing that's missing. It's literally that, man. I think you will see a huge improvement if you fix your mixing. Um, Honestly, that's it, man. I think your tracks are really cool. They fit the underground vibe. It's just the mixing part is not hitting right. Okay. Um, Yo, Marcel, thanks, bro. How do I sign up for coaching with yourself? Uh, Let me see if I can give you the link from here. You can book up a free call with me so we can discuss a little bit further on how I can help you. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Give me one real fast sec. Let me see if the link is working. Should be. But yeah, I teach a lot of mixing to artists. Artists are getting signed now after taking classes with me for especially if I mean I help in every aspect, but mixing is usually my strongest point. Okay. Um but yeah, there you go. You can sign up for a free call with me so we can discuss in person what are your goals, what are your struggles, check out a little bit on how I can help you. But honestly, I can already tell how can I help you. It's literally mixing the kick and bass balance. I've taught like 2 or 3 big time techno artists on how to get the actual proper low end balance. Okay, low ends is super important, especially for techno, man. Okay, that's it. So, but really nice. I think you have a really creative way or really creative approach on getting into techno. It's just we need to polish that mixing. We need to make that track sound professional, and think that's gonna be the biggest jump in your career, because a good mixing is what takes an amateur track to a professional level. That's it. That's the jump. Once you know how to make music, if your music sounds like shit, which is not your case, by the way. Your music does not sound like shit, but there's some people that are really nice at making music, but it sounds like shit. Once you transform that or grab that and make it professional, it's the biggest jump. Okay. A last track for today's stream is Hydox or J-Rock's In My Mind extended mix M1, which should be mastered 1 or something. I don't know. Let's see. I can hear the grid loops behind this.
You're still dancing in my mind. You're still dancing in my mind. You never stop.
Okay, nice.
In my mind, you're still dancing in my mind. You never stop.
Lower down the vocal a little bit more.
In my mind, you're still dancing in my mind. You never stop. In my mind, you're still dancing in my mind. You never stop.
Yo, Marcel, I'm ready to start working. Sort this out, okay? If you're still on the stream, let me show you something after, okay? After this track, I'm gonna open up something for you, okay? On Ableton that I have in here.
You're still dancing.
Okay, this is good.
In my mind, you're still dancing. In my mind, you never stop. In my mind, you're still dancing. In my mind, you never stop.
I'll show you what I would like to teach you. Okay, give me a second. Yo, Hyrox is really, really good. Okay, really, really nice. I think the track just works. It's bouncy, it's catchy, it's solid. You have a proper low end. Balance seems extremely good. Low end the vocal gets a little bit more, as I said before. Add a little bit more spice to that thing. Solid part over here.
You're still dancing.
And honestly, a solid track. I don't have anything in particular lower other than the stuff that I just said, okay? Seems pretty good, actually. I don't have anything much to say. It sounds good, sounds balanced. It's just this couple of details that you could fix, and maybe instead of having the track, okay, this is the extended mix, keep it short for the radio edit, and you should have a complete track, honestly. Really, really well done. That's yeah, Hyrox Musics on the chat, yeah. And you speak Spanish, so where are you from, man? Let me see. Do you have something here? No, you don't have anything. The producer, you don't have your region here, but yeah, really, really nice. Okay, so are you still in the chat, Marcel? Let me know if you're in the chat. I'll open up this real fast. So I have this decode demo when I had to test it. Let me check if you can hear this. Yeah, you should be able to hear it, right? So this was when I was testing the decode sample pack, okay? Getting the low end right. Let me see if can I open up span over here? Span. Okay, so here's span. So let's take a listen to this, okay? This is, as you can see, my channels. Let me take this up over here. My channels only have a couple of clippers, but nothing really much in there, right? Like you can see they're pretty empty here, just for some effects, okay, but nothing like super fancy, like weird EQs or anything. Check how this sounds, okay? So this was a loop when I was testing decode. And as you can see, the consistency on the low end here. Sorry. it translates into this. Let me actually duplicate this. If you have good headphones, you'll be able to tell what's inside, like how it will be felt on a club. Okay, this is the driving that I like to teach. Okay, especially for this applies to all genres. Okay, but this is the driving and the techniques that I like to teach when processing low end. This was for a test for decode, but it was all as you can see, this all was all made by me. I just bounced the bass line from serum. I just bounced the sub here. The kick is from out frequency. So I like to separate the sub and the bass, but that has to be properly done. Okay, it's not something that you do randomly. Okay, this has to be technically done for you to have this perfect kick and bass relationship. Okay, but yeah, those were the feedbacks for today's session. Really cool tracks. It was a pleasure having you guys here. We are gonna be doing this probably next month or August, probably at the end of August again. Um, yeah, think hopefully Marcel, we can figure out something for you. I think you'll benefit a lot for mixing sessions to teach you how to dial in the low end, because it's really important, especially for techno. For the other artists that submitted tracks, thank you. Really nice tracks. Hope you guys keep making music. That's the only thing that will help you improve in your music, is just keep making music. There's no other hack. Or if you want one little hack, is taking classes with us so we can help you in your projects. All right. So take care, guys. Have a nice rest of the weekend and keep making music. All right. Keep using our sample packs and see you guys in the Discord.